Hmm? What? No, say that again. Did you just ask me if I'm getting tired of you? You said it like a joke, but that was not a joke. You know how I know? Because you looked away before I answered. Yeah, I saw that. You did the thing where you smile like you're being funny, but your eyes start packing a suitcase. Come here. No, not all the way. Just stay where I can see you. I need a second. I know, that is not the answer you wanted. You wanted me to answer fast. No, of course not. Clean, easy, done. I want to give you that, I do. But that question hit somewhere I was not expecting. So I'm going to dry my face. I'm going to walk over there. And we're going to talk about why you just asked me that like it didn't matter. Look at me. No, not like you're in trouble. You're not in trouble. But I do want your face. Because if I answer the blanket, you're going to let the blanket take credit. And I refuse to lose an emotional argument to betting. There you are. I don't have the perfect answer ready. Tragic night for my reputation. I know you think I always know what to say. I don't. Sometimes I just look calm because my panic has manners. And right now, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because if I answer too fast, you'll think I'm just trying to shut the question down. If I answer too slowly, your brain will start building a crime scene out of my silence. So let me be very careful. I'm not tired of you. I'm not. But I am tired. Not of you. Of this. Of watching you look for proof that I'm leaving before I've even moved. Of watching you study my pauses like they're storm warnings. Of watching you turn one quiet moment into a whole funeral for us in your head. That part wears me out. Not because you are too much. Because I care about you. And it is exhausting watching someone you care about keep flinching from a door that is not closing. You do it in tiny ways. You apologize when you take up space. You ask, "Are we okay?" when nothing happened. You say, "Never mind," before I even get the chance to listen. You make a joke right after saying something real, like you're trying to clean fingerprints off the truth. And tonight? Are you tired of me? That was not a joke. That was a flare. A very sarcastic little flare, but still. And I saw it. I know you probably hate that I saw it. Too bad. I'm looking. That is sort of the problem with me. Very inconvenient man, terrible for hiding, excellent for reaching high shelves. You keep thinking if you make the fear quiet enough, nobody has to deal with it. But quiet does not mean gone. Quiet just means you are carrying it alone and pretending the weight is personality. So no, we are not doing that tonight. Here is the part you are not going to like. Part of you wants me to get tired. Yeah, I said it. Not because you want to be hurt. Not because you want me gone. But because if I get tired, then at least the story makes sense. Then you get to say, "See, I knew it." Then you get to pretend it was instinct instead of fear. Then you get to feel prepared instead of blindsided. That is the bullshit part. And I am calling it what it is. You are not protecting yourself by rehearsing being left. You are just making yourself live through it early, again and again, with no actual evidence from me. And I know someone probably taught you that love gets tired, that attention fades, that patience has a timer, that eventually people look at the complicated parts of you and start quietly calculating whether you are worth the trouble. But I need you to hear me. I am not them. And I am not asking you to believe that because it sounds pretty. I am asking you to stop punishing me for a crime I have not committed. Yeah, that one landed. Good. It should. And maybe that sounds unfair. Maybe it is. I don't know. I am not pretending I know exactly how to hold every part of this. Sometimes I don't know what to say when you look at me like you are already halfway braced for impact. Sometimes I feel like I'm standing outside a locked room, trying to convince you I am not the person who built it. And I hate that. I hate that I can be right here and still feel late. Like I showed up after the damage learned your name. So no, I do not always know the perfect way in. Sometimes I get quiet because I am trying not to say the wrong thing. Sometimes I joke because if I say how much it bothers me, I'm afraid I'll make you feel guilty for being scared. That is my bullshit, since we're naming things. I want to be careful so badly that sometimes I turn into a very attractive statue. Bad communication strategy, excellent cheekbones, mixed results. But I am trying, and I need you to know that trying does not mean I am tired. Sometimes trying means I am still here with both hands on the wheel because this matters to me, because you matter to me. So let me say it clearly. I am not tired of you. I am tired of watching you make yourself smaller so I have less to love. I am tired of you apologizing for the same heart I keep choosing. I am tired of the little voice in your head that tells you every need is a bill coming due. I am tired of watching you treat reassurance like contraband, like you have to smuggle it out of me in tiny jokes and half questions. Ask me. Just ask me. Don't dress it up. Don't put a laugh on it. Don't make it cute so you can pretend it did not matter if I answer wrong. If you need to hear that I want you here, ask me. If you need to hear that I am not leaving because you had a hard day, ask me. If you need to hear that you did not ruin the mood by having feelings, ask me. I might not say it perfectly. Clearly, we have established I am tragically human. But I will answer, and I will mean it. You asked if I am tired of you. No, I am not tired of your voice, even when it gets sharp because you are scared. I am not tired of your questions, even the ones you pretend are jokes. I am not tired of the way you overthink. Do I occasionally want to take your brain, wrap it in a blanket, and put it in timeout? Yes, obviously, for public safety. But I am not tired of you. I am not tired of the way you care too hard. I am not tired of the way you notice everything. I am not tired of the version of you that gets quiet when she wants to be held but is too proud to say it. I am not tired of the complicated parts. I am not secretly waiting for a simpler woman to arrive and relieve me of duty. First of all, rude. Second, boring. Third, I don't want easier. I want honest. And you are more honest when you stop trying to be easy. That is the version of you I want. Not the polished one, not the convenient one, not the one who measures every emotion before she lets it out. You, the actual you, the one who asked a terrifying question in the shape of a joke. But I need something from you, too. Yeah, I get to need things. Terrifying plot twist. I need you to stop making me prove the same thing from scratch every night. Not because I won't reassure you, I will, but because I do not want our whole life to become me standing at the door with my hands up, proving I am not leaving. That is not intimacy. That is airport security with pillows. I want more than that. I want you to let the good thing count, not forever, not blindly, not in some foolish, trust everyone way. Please don't. People are weird. But with me, let some of the evidence in. The times I stayed, the times I came back, the times I asked again because I knew your fine was wearing cheap shoes and lying badly. Let that count. Do not only collect evidence for the fear. That is rigged data, and you are smarter than that. Annoyingly smarter than that. One of your many inconveniences. A beloved inconvenience, but still. And here's the thing I probably should not admit. When you ask if I am tired of you, some part of me wonders if you are getting tired of believing me. That is the part that scares me. Not your fear. I can handle fear. Fear is loud, dramatic, terrible with timing, manageable. But if you decide ahead of time that I am temporary, if you keep one foot out of the room just so leaving hurts less, then I can be here and still not reach you. And I don't know what to do with that. I can't force you to trust me. I won't. I can only keep showing up and hope one day your body stops treating steady love like a trap with good lighting. So yeah, I am vulnerable here too. Congratulations. You found the wiring. Please do not touch anything important. But don't pretend you are the only one with something to lose. You are not. I am here too. I am choosing too. And I would very much like to stop being treated like a man who already left when I am literally sitting beside you in sleep pants with damp hair. A devastatingly unserious outfit for emotional abandonment, by the way. Just saying. Can I come closer? Good. There. No, I am not changing the subject. I am changing the temperature. There is a difference. You asked a hard question. I answered. A little messy, a little annoyed, possibly with too many metaphors about airport security. But I answered. Now you can stop standing trial in your own head. You don't have to be perfect to believe me. You don't have to feel completely secure before you let yourself be held. You don't have to earn reassurance by asking for it in the least inconvenient way. You are allowed to need the plain answer, so here it is again. I am not tired of you. I am here. Still. Even after the question. Especially after the question. Close your eyes. Not because we solved your entire nervous system tonight. Let's be realistic. That thing has a union. Close your eyes because you do not have to keep watching my face for signs of leaving. I am not leaving. I am not lying here secretly counting the difficult parts. I am not building a case against you. I am not waiting for you to become too much. You are allowed to be a lot. A lot is not the same thing as too much. You are allowed to ask. You are allowed to need. You are allowed to have nights where the old fear gets loud and starts rearranging furniture in your head. And I am allowed to call it bullshit. Tenderly, but still, bullshit. Very romantic of me. Sleep. If the question comes back, let it come back smaller. Let it sit at the edge of the bed and be wrong quietly. You do not have to answer it tonight. I already did. I am not tired of you. I am tired of the fear making you audition for a place you already have. So stop auditioning. For tonight at least. Just be here. Messy. Quiet. Half convinced. Still bracing a little. I'll take that. We can work with half convinced. That is more honest anyway. Good night. And if tomorrow your brain tries to reopen the case, tell it I object. Strongly. With feeling. Sleep. I'm still here.